So I'm working as a senior consultant in a reputed organization. I am having a vast experience on the Fusion side as well as EBS practice as well. So let's get into the agenda for today. What is cloud? What is the overview of the cloud? And what is the uses of the cloud? And why we need to use the cloud? And what are the benefits of the Oracle Cloud? And differences between Oracle Cloud and the on-premise applications. So if you are currently using the on-premise application, so why you need to switch from on-premise to cloud application as far as like organization. If you are as a working as an employee on on-premise application like a e-business suite, then why you need to learn the on-prem like a cloud application. The next topic would be cloud flavors is nothing but different services which is offered by Oracle. And what are the key skill set you should be know to learn the Oracle Fusion application? Like what are the key skill set you should have to learn the Fusion? So let's get started our discussion. Nowadays, internet is very familiar in our day-to-day life. It's very essential, and it's I could say it's a very part of our daily activities. From nowadays, it's from 6 months kid onwards, 1 year kid onwards, every person is habituated, I could say. Without using internet, the day will not close. So if I wanted to order anything, I'll just open my mobile and I can order through Flipkart or Amazon. So many apps are doing their business on the mobile application using the internet. So Oracle has also think on this way why we cannot implement our business application using the internet. What they have decided, and they have consolidated or they have connected all the customers across the globe, and they have gathered all the required or the customers pinpoint areas, and they have created a world-class application that is nothing but a cloud application. Over the past several years, there has been a lot of talk regarding Oracle Fusion, and many people are struggling to understand what exactly it means. Essentially, the Fusion refers to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure and the development the new application. Cloud computing is nothing but accessing the hardware and software using the network. So here network is nothing but internet. So if you wanted to access on-premise application, you should be connected to any of the network. It means VPN network, or you should be in office premises. Then only you can be able to access the on-premise application. But if you wanted to access the cloud application, if you have internet, that's enough. So you can be able to access anywhere, like using your laptop or mobile or desktop, anything, any using any of the gadget, you can be able to access the cloud application. So that is the main benefit of this cloud application. So earlier, no one is not aware, they are still struggling what is cloud, and they are trying to learn about the cloud. So recently Oracle has focused the communication on the business process value as well as the communication wise. They have introduced, they have spent so much money on the communication wise to introduce this cloud application, and also they have invested heavily in the Fusion application. And this is one of the biggest growth for the Oracle. And as per the recent report, 100% growth will be there on the Fusion applications. We will see the history of this cloud application, how they have built. So if you see, Oracle is the number one for the database. Now they are number one in all other areas like ERP cloud and as well as database and some other softwares as well. So what Oracle did to implement this ERP cloud application, Oracle has acquired Siebel, PeopleSoft, and JD Edwards. Siebel and PeopleSoft is famous for HRMS, and JD Edwards is famous for manufacturing, and Siebel is famous for CRM. So what Oracle did a brilliant job is every application is having some good features as well as bad features. So Oracle has taken all the good features across the applications and they have introduced as a cloud application. So that is where we are calling as a cloud application. So if you see this, there are 71% whatever customers currently they are using. They are using both application, including on-premise and as well as cloud application. Slowly, all the customers they are planning to migrate or they are planning to invest their 100% of the profit or 100% of the investments into the cloud application. Why? Because they no need to worry about any of the new functionality which is need to be added or nothing. It means they no need to worry about those things. Why? Because the new functionalities will be added regular basis up to 4 times per year as a release basis. Like they Oracle will automatically update your system across the globe. Like whoever is using this cloud application, Oracle will taken care all these updations of the systems. So you no need to worry about any of the updation and any of the maintenance activity. Everything will be taken care by Oracle. And if you see this, where cloud is going and how the growth is there for the cloud. If you see here, as per the International Data Corporation, mainly known as IDC, as per IDC, if you see in the 2018, the total market $182.4 billion. At the same time, for every year, the minimum growth is at 26% of every year. If you compare within a 5 years, the growth would be around 100%. I could say it's a 90%, 90% to 100%. So this is how Oracle is going, and the growth is like anything. Market growth increasing like anything for the cloud application. So what are the top 5 reasons to move the cloud? If you wanted to implement any of the on-premise application, so for that, first you need to procure the license. Then also you need to procure the infrastructure for the on-premise application, which will maintain in your on-premise application. And also, if you wanted to upgrade your system, if you see in the on-premise application, there is a multiple releases, 11a, R12. Within R12, there is a 12.1.3 and 12.2.1, 2.2, 2.4, or something like that. So as soon as the new release comes, again you need to procure the license and you need to upgrade yourself by own. But here, what are the advantages you have? Everything, whatever upgrades you want, the Oracle will provide automatic updates, and also Oracle will maintain all the required hardwares using your user license. You just need to procure the license and everything will be taken care by Oracle. So that is a main benefit we do have to move in the cloud. And also the lower total cost of the ownership. And this is also one of the reasons where you can migrate from your on-premise application to cloud application. Why? Because you just need to invest on your offerings. Offerings is nothing but which module or which set of process you wanted to implement on the cloud application. Completely motto is like how much you are using, that much you need to pay. So that is a main cloud motto actually. So that is the reason most of the customers nowadays they are planning to move to the cloud application. Now again there is a one more question. So why again? See, they are giving all the hardware and application, everything will be maintained by Oracle. So you have a question like where is that security? My data will be corrupted or my data will be somewhere thefted by some other person from the Oracle side. So why I need to provide? Why I need to maintain everything from the Oracle side? So those questions will be arises, but there is a simple solution or simple answer by the Oracle. There is a data security. Data security is one of the major concern for every business, regardless of the size and industry, where the security sometimes what will happen, cyber crime will happen, it will impact of the branding and loyalty of the company revenue. So what Oracle will do, whenever you are moving from on-premise to cloud application, it removes the headaches and cost of maintaining IT security. An experienced cloud provider continuously invest in the latest security technology and only to respond to the potential threats, but also enables customer to meet the regulatory requirements. The regulatory requirements is nothing but like for every country, some data security regulations will be there. Whenever you are maintaining the data, you just need to maintain, like we just need to follow all the regulations. So Oracle has continuously invested in every layer of cloud security as part of its overall design across global data center regions. So what Oracle has did is actually they have established multiple data centers across the globe for based on regions. So they have enabled the security on layer basis, and also the multi-layer secure the cloud approach goes beyond every other cloud provider. So that is the reason Oracle is leading a cloud provider nowadays. So every organization, every customer, they are planning to migrate from on-premise application to cloud application. And second point would be it's a position as a next generation business application solution by Oracle. And it offers the best of breed from enterprise solutions acquired by Oracle. So acquired by Oracle. So Oracle has acquired the multiple organization. It's a Siebel, PeopleSoft, and other applications. So what I have based on all these multiple softwares, they have taken all the good features and they have introduced the next generation business application is nothing but a cloud application. So you have a doubt. So what is a fusion and why you are calling as a cloud? Fusion and cloud both are similar, but when they have introduced, Oracle has introduced first Fusion application with the on-premise. That time Oracle is calling as a Fusion. Later they have moved from on-premise to cloud application using a SaaS base. SaaS is very familiar. SaaS is nothing but software as a service. Next point is faster time to value while implementation. So this is another advantage. If you wanted to implement the on-premise application on e-business suite, so minimum time is required around 1 year to 2 years. But the same time, if you wanted to implement the same project cloud application, it's a hardly you need to spend around 3 months to 6 months. So after 6 months, user can be able to access this application and they can start using the system. So that too very minimal defects. But if you consider in the on-premise application, there are plenty of defects will be there after go live, and you need to support. For support also, there will be a lot of resources needed, and there is a lot of money need to be invested on the support activities as well. So, but here you just need to spend 1 or 2 resources that is fair enough to handle the application, and you can concentrate on your business growth and significantly lower cost to the business. That's what. So significantly how the cost will be lower to the business is, so you need to spend more amount on the resources, you no need to spend amount on the infrastructure, you no need to spend on any of the maintenance activities, everything will be taken care by the Oracle. So you have a doubt. So everything is taken care by Oracle, meaning that so I need to pay more? No, you no need to pay more. How much you are going to use? So normally the minimum cost would be there regardless of the your business strength. Like if your business is a small business or large business or medium business, it doesn't care about that. So how much you are using the cloud application, that much you need to pay to the Oracle. User account basis, monthly rental, I could say. So you just need to pay monthly rental, or per user based, you just need to pay to the Oracle. And easy accessibility. So easy accessibility is another advantage. So you can be able to access if you are having the internet for your gadget or any mobile or your laptop, you can be able to access your cloud application anywhere. If you are traveling also, you can be able to access without any VPN or without any LAN connection. So continuous automatic upgrades. This is one more benefit. Every year, Oracle will upgrade your system up to 4 times. So they will release patches or they will release upgrades for every application across the globe, whoever is using the cloud application, and improve the user interface as well. The user interface is nothing but earlier we are using the Oracle forms. Now they have changed it to some advanced methods. Another challenges are IT efficiency challenges. So the main challenges what we have discussed in earlier slide is the data management and the security and the storage optimization and the virtualization. So now we'll talk about the data management. So data management is nothing but, so whenever you procure license for the on-premise application, you also need to procure the infrastructure to store all your business information. It means the servers, and also to maintain the servers, all the required setup need to be done in your office premises. Then only you can be able to connect the data between your on-premise application. That means you can be able to store your information in your data servers. After purchasing these servers, so also you need to maintain all the license tracking. It means for everything, whenever you are procuring any of the software, there should be some license. After 1 year or after, based on your agreement or based on your license procurement, those license will be expired. And also you need to track all the licenses every time. If my license is going to expire, again you need to procure the new license for the same infrastructure. What brilliant job Oracle will do is, you no need to worry about all these things. So Oracle will track everything. They'll update all the licenses automatically. And the second thing is security. Security is a major concern again. So any cyber attacks was happened. What will happen? Let's suppose I'll take TCS, Tata Consultancy. So they are operating n number of businesses across the group. Because of some cyber theft, all the data has been moved from Tata data servers to some other servers. What will happen? All their business and their loyalty of the company revenue will be go down. The growth will be decreased like anything. So the security is very important, and the standardization. Let's suppose, see, they are using Oracle on-premise application. So currently they are using 11a. They wanted to migrate. See, Oracle has introduced 12.2.5 recently. So they wanted to migrate from R11 to R12. So again, there is a lot of process need to be followed, but there is a unstandardization of between the system. And the storage optimization. Storage optimization is another challenge. So how you are going to store your data? It's a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 structure will be available in the on-premise application. And whenever you are storing the information, and how you are securing your data, that is one more challenge. And storage consolidation and desktop consolidation, these are the, everything is a challenge in on-premise application. If you go to the cloud services, it's an on-demand IT infrastructure. It's nothing but whenever you want to access the infrastructure, and you can pay for that much amount for that much period only, and reliable and secure. As per security, we already discussed secured in using the cloud application with the help of multi-layer security, which is provided by Oracle. And there are also follow all the local government regulatory requirements. If you see the cost reduction by using the cloud infrastructure, you don't have to spend huge amount of money on purchasing and maintaining the equipment. So this will drastically reduce your cost. You don't have to invest any of the hardware and facility utilities and building. You no need to pay any of the building cost or any hardware cost to that, right? So you can concentrate on your business growth. Next advantage is pay for what you use. So this is a main motto for the cloud. How much you are using, that much you can pay. Let's suppose my business is running, I'm doing 100 transactions per month or 1,000 transactions per month. So I have opted for only payables. So that time I can pay the amount for only for payables. So if some other organization, they have opted for account payables, account receivables, and general ledger. So in that case, they need to pay for all other three: account payables, account receivables, and account general ledgers responsibilities. Compared to other organization, I'm paying very less amount, but there is some minimal amount would be there. There is some norms will be there for the Oracle. So if you compare to other organization, you are paying very less. So these are the advantages we do have whenever you are migrating on-premise application to cloud application. So if you see here, as of now, we have talked about how much they are spending labor expenses and other expenses. What is labor expenses and what is other expenses? If you see here, any organization which are currently using the on-premise application, so they are 50% of their investments on the IT side, they are investing on the labor expenses, which is nothing but resources, and remaining 50% of the revenue, the investments they are putting on the facilities, network, software, and the hardware licensing and the maintenance of this particular network and the hardware. But because of the cloud application, the cost will be reduced from 80% to 20%. The 80% of the task will be taken care by Oracle. All the cloud computing, this reduces the facilities, network, hardware, and software maintenance. This will reduce from your investments. You no need to worry about all these facilities. Oracle will take care. You just need to look on the labor costs. And also compared to the on-premise application, if 10 people are working on the on-premise application, here hardly 3 or 4 people need to be work cloud application. So that is one more benefit. And so next topic is we'll talk about the what are the key differences between the on-premise and cloud application. So if you see this, as of now, we talked about what is the annual support cost and retention and managing networking, security and access, and cost customizations and created and maintained and data center hardware. All these things need to be maintained using the on-premise application. But if you are using the cloud application, you no need to worry about all these things. Oracle will taken care all these things, and we have advantages: rent a flexible service, pay as you grow. If you are growing and you can pay more, why? Because you are using more transactions and you are using more users. It means you are creating more users on the cloud application. So that time it doesn't matter, like your business is growing, so your data also growing in the Oracle database and your users usage is also growing, so you are paying more. So if you are a small business, you no need to worry. But if you are using on-premise application, it doesn't matter whether if you are a small organization, it's a bigger organization. For both the customers, the license-based and hardware and software, everything is same, the cost-wise. So, but if you are using cloud application, everything will be default. So that is the main advantage we do have in the cloud application. So let's talk about what are the technical changes and what is the functional changes and what is the application changes. What is this technical changes? So I'll say it's a RISE W module. So what are the ERP application? If you see the PeopleSoft, if you see the SAP, if you consider the Oracle ERP Cloud, anything. So everywhere the RISE W modules will be there. It means whenever if you wanted to implement any of the extensions of this, or if you wanted to write any of the queries, or if you wanted to build any of the reports, every ERP application will contains all these RISE W contents. So now we'll consider what are the key differences between the EBS and the Fusion application. If you see this server, what are the server in the EBS application? It's Oracle App Server, but here they have introduced the WebLogic server and the GUI. So this is the next key difference, like a GUI, graphical user interface, and this earlier we are using forms and JSP is OAF pages, and currently they have introduced Oracle ADF plus ADF Java server faces. So and workflow, earlier we have a PL SQL workflow. If you wanted to implement any of the workflow process, you need to write a big code using the PL SQL. But here they have introduced the BPEL, and using this you can be able to drag and drop based on this is separate configuration you can be able to achieve using your Fusion application. And here we have a reports in EBS application. We have a RDF reports, right, and XML publisher report. And we have a advanced version of those reports. They have introduced as a BI publisher reports, and we can be able to write our queries, and we can be able to extract our report information, and we can be able to build our reports XML format or XML output format or PDF format and whatever format you are looking for. So Oracle, the Fusion application will provide some default output formats, and based on default output formats, you can be able to build your reports. And there is one more difference is analysis. And earlier you are doing your analysis. This is the Discoverer. Discoverer is a separate tool which you need to procure, and here is a drag and drop and down option will be available. So if you wanted to select particular columns, you can select that columns and you can able to build your Discoverer reports. And here they have introduced the OTBI. This is one of the tool where you can build your analysis. And also if you see the functional changes, so this is the main key area to build the access to focus, I could say. So whenever you wanted to access any of the Fusion application, here they have introduced as a roles. So based on roles, you can be able to control the same page. One user can be able to read and write, but the same page can be read by another user. So those things will be controlled in EBS as a responsibilities, but those kind of flexibility is not available in EBS. But we can be able to handle any kind of access on particular pages using the roles. And approvals, as I explained, it's a workflow in the EBS, and here it's a BPEL. And the main next topic will be data migration. So whenever you are doing a conversion in EBS, you need to write a big PL/SQL program, and then only the data will be converted. So what you need to do if you are planning to migrate, or if you are planning to convert any of the suppliers or any of the invoices, what you need to do first, you need to build your control file. Then you need to load that control file data to interface table, then interface file data to base table. And this is a big process. Before that, you need to do the validation in the EBS. But here they have introduced a FBDI approach. FBDI is nothing but a file-based data import. This is one more brilliant activity which is implemented by Oracle. And based on FBDI, what you can do, you can just fill the data using the FBDI for each entity. Let's suppose if you wanted to load the supplier, you can just go to the OER and you can download the supplier related FBDI files, and you can fill the supplier information and just load into the application. So that's it. Your job is done. The Oracle has simplified our job. Even no need to convert, only developer need to be converted the supplier information in the Fusion application. No, even end user also can be able to load the data using the FBDI templates. And the setup and configuration, and these will be configured using the application. And here we have a functional setup manager is introduced in the Fusion application by Oracle. And based on functional FSM, you can be able to configure and you can be able to track all the application status. Like if you are implementing some task, and those task statuses can be accessed using the FSM. And now, if you see the application changes, if you compare to the EBS, there is no much changes in the Fusion application. There are very minimal changes. Their finances is remain, we will call it as a financials, but HRMS has been renamed with the HCM, and projects has been renamed with the PPM. And currently in EBS, we have a R12 database, but here they have Oracle and S-based database. The same database version, but the database has been changed. And the system administrator here, Oracle Identity Manager and Authorization Policy Manager. So these are the few changes between Oracle EBS and the cloud application. And if you see the UI changes, and there are a lot many changes. If you observe in the left-hand side, these two slides are from cloud application. In the right-hand side, slides from on-premise application. If you see, the UI is increased like anything. So in the on-premise application, they are using to build these pages using Oracle Forms or Oracle OAF pages. but here they have introduced as the ADF. So that is the reason UI is, it will be like you are using world-class application. The user look and feel is very rich compared to the on-premise application. Cloud flavors and what are the different cloud services. Oracle is offering different cloud services: SaaS, Iaas, PaaS, and the DaaS. SaaS is nothing but software as a service. Iaas is nothing but infrastructure as a service. PaaS is nothing but a platform as a service. And DaaS is nothing but a data as a service. Let's go into detail. What is SaaS, what is IaaS, and what is PaaS and the DaaS. SaaS, software as a service, is a software delivering model in which the cloud provider hosts the customer's application at their location, and the customer access their application over the internet rather than paying for and maintaining their own computing infrastructure. The customer takes advantage of subscription to the services on pay as you go basis. So as I explained earlier, so how much you are using, so that much you need to pay. So SaaS is a software delivery methodology that provides licensed multi-tenant access to the software, and it functions remotely as a web-based services. Usually it's a bill based on usage. How much you are using, that much you need to pay. And 90% of the customers across the globe, they are using a SaaS. So they have opting for the SaaS application. Yes, I need to invest my 100% investments and only on the cloud. So they are not planning to invest anything on the on-premise application. It's a topmost layer for this SaaS, and it's a internet-based service for corporates or any of the organization, and it's a monthly rental as I explained. So you can pay on monthly basis, or there is a one more option, per user based service as well, also available from the Oracle. There are few examples for the SaaS. There is a Gmail and Google Docs and Photoshops. So these are the few examples for the SaaS application. And so whenever you are using something, if you wanted to store 30 GB of your data, you can pay only for 30 GB, then you can use till 30 GB usage. So the same thing also applicable for this SaaS service as well. In this SaaS service, all the services are available. If you see here, all the HCM applications, all the ERP application, and all the SCM modules, EPM and IoT, everything will fall under SaaS portfolio, and these will be consolidated in one application, and that they are offering as a SaaS service. PaaS delivers the infrastructure and middleware components that enables developers and IT administrators and end users to build and migrate and deploy and the web application as well as mobile application. PaaS offers ready-to-use programming components that allows developers to build a new capabilities to their applications. What PaaS will offer, if you see here, Java on cloud and blockchain is one of the PaaS offer, and autonomous and big data, MySQL, and IoT on cloud. So these all are offered as part of the PaaS service, and whenever you wanted to enhance your application, and you can be able to opt this PaaS service, and you can use for your application enhancement, and you can develop your own application, and you can deploy your own. So that is nothing but a PaaS service. There are few example for the PaaS service providers is a Microsoft Azure and Force.com from the Salesforce. It's a competitors for the Oracle PaaS service. And next topic is we'll discuss about the Iaas. Iaas is nothing but infrastructure as a service. So infrastructure service enables the customers to access infrastructure services on on-demand basis. Again, it's through internet. So the key advantages is that the cloud provider hosts the infrastructure components that provide computer storage and network capacity so that these subsidiaries can run their workloads in the cloud application. The cloud subsidiaries is usually responsible for installing configuring and securing and also maintaining any software on the cloud-based infrastructure, such as database, middleware, and application software. So what is mean is Oracle will provide all the required infrastructure for your services, but those will be provided via internet and that will host by Oracle, but you need to make certain amount to the Oracle, like a rental service, I could say. So everything it's a internet based applications. Whatever we are talking about, SaaS, PaaS, and Iaas, everything will be internet based applications. So it is like a foundation of a cloud computing, and it includes data backup and data storage and the data security services as well. So they bill the customer by the hourly of usage or by data consumed. So based on like how much data you have consumed or how much data you have extracted, and based on that, sometimes Oracle will charge your billing. DaaS, data as a service. So why I need to opt data as a service? So what is the key benefit data as a service is you can get millions of customer information across the customer is nothing but a company's information. Let's suppose I am doing business which will require few supplier information. So whenever I am entering the supplier information on my application or customer information on my application, there might be a chances to input the false information. What it will do, it will integrate our SaaS application with the data as a service application, and you can extract your required supplier information from the DaaS service. So this is the separate license based. This is not part of SaaS license or PaaS license or Iaas license. So this is again, it's a separate licensed application. You need to procure license separately, and how many suppliers or how many customers you are extracting or how many contacts you are extracting, and those based on count you need to pay to the Oracle. So again, it's a very clean information which is normalized and standardized and correct or verified information across the globe. If you see here, this is very enriched information, access more than 90 firmographic attributes. It means, let's suppose there is a my supplier. So what is the address and what is the contact and where it is located and what is the alternative address? What is the landmark of that particular supplier address? Every information can be extracted using the DaaS service, and also save with the license pricing based on records matched, not users. Let's suppose my supplier is not registered under a DaaS service. That's fine. You no need to pay anything to the Oracle application, like Oracle. Why? Because you have not extracted not even single company information from a DaaS service. So if you start extracting a DaaS service, so how many records you have extracted from the DaaS, then that much amount you need to pay to the Oracle. So this is one more best offering for any of the multinational organization to extract the supplier or customer information from the DaaS service. The Iaas cloud will be customizations can be done using the IT professional, and the application and the platform need to be maintained using the IT professionals and in using the Iaas cloud. In the PaaS cloud, Oracle will be maintained the platform as well, and they'll give the access for the application, and you can be able to do the customizations as per your business need. And if you see the SaaS cloud, you cannot hold all the application and the infrastructure, that platform. You can be able to access the application and you can do your customization, and also customizations are very minimal in the SaaS cloud. But across the Iaas and PaaS and SaaS cloud, everything, the application access wise, application is remains same. The infrastructure and the application accesses will be differ compared to other services. What are the key skill set to learn the Oracle Cloud application? It doesn't matter whether you are coming from a Oracle background, or you are coming from a SAP background, or you are a non-Oracle related, doesn't matter. If you know the business process and if you know the simple SQL, then that's fair enough to learn Oracle Cloud application, and you are right way to learn the Oracle Cloud application. You can easily adopt, you can easily access the cloud application, and you can easily start learning the cloud application without any background. Even if you don't know about anything about Oracle also, you can easily learn the cloud application. Course content which we are going to discuss. So these are the topics which we are going to discuss in our day-to-day class. And first we are going to discuss about the introduction about the Fusion application, and the getting started functionalities like what is a functional setup manager and what is a Fusion offerings and how you can opt the offerings. And next topic would be security console, and so how you can control the security. As I explained, it's a completely role based security, and we are going to discuss about how many types of the role based and what are the roles are available within the application. And again, it's a AOL module, so which we are going to discuss. It's a general topics, I could say, how you can configure the lookup and how you can configure the value sets and how many types of value sets are available, and how you can define the DFF and what is extensive flex fields and what is key flex fields, and how you can geography structure, what is geography structure and what is geodata, and those kind of things we are going to discuss in a general topics discussion. And next is approval management. As I explained, it's a BPM workflow, and how you can send any approvals and how you can configure the approval workflow in the application. And next main topic, like important topic, is inbound integrations and our data loading. There are multiple ways to data load into the cloud application. One is FBDI, what I have explained in the key differences between the EBS and Fusion. FBDI, and there are another ways as well. We have ADFTI, web services approach also available. But using the FBDI, we can be able to use bulk load, but there are very few entities will be support for only for ADFDI. So that is the reason always we will go with the ADFDI. So there is a one more option is also available, import management. So that we will talk about in our detailed discussion in our daily class. And the data extractions, how many ways you can be able to extract the data. And there is several ways. It's a BI publisher and OTBI. And there is export management as well, so which we will discuss in our next class. And extending the Fusion application, so how you can customize the application. So there are multiple ways how you can extend or how you can customize this application based on our business requirement. Sandbox functionality, so based on sandbox, after enabling the sandbox, you can be able to extend your application. And this is a custom object, so this is part of the extending of the application. And next important topic would be the web services, and we will talk about how many types of web services are there and how you can use your day-to-day activities. So these are the topics which we are going to discuss in our daily classes. The projects will be demonstrated after completion of the courses. This is a real-time projects which we are going to demonstrate how you are going to receive the requirements and how you need to access or how you need to implement the projects, and those kind of discussion will be happening after completion of the courses. Lab setup, we can be able to access the cloud application either you are having a tab or mobile or laptop, desktop, anything. If you have a internet connectivity and irrespective of any voice, you can be able to access the cloud application. After your daily activities, we are going to give some of the assignments as well. So assignments will be provided this kind of file, and everywhere like a signing, how you can sign into the cloud application. And if you see how you can create the locations and how you can create of the value sets, and these kind of lab sessions will be provided. And if you go to the lab one, and here you need to capture all your activities by stepwise on how you are accessing or how you are creating the value set or how you are creating the DFF. Those kind of lab assignments will be provided to you. We are going to provide every day the session videos and the related documents and useful references as well. And sample resumes also we will be provide, and we will help you to prepare, or we will guide you how you can prepare the resume as well. Thank you.